So if you have any question, you can write in the chat box, है ना? But before that, uh, join your hands, close your eyes, and let us chant Omkar 3 times. Saira. So, well, what we are discussing how to record transactions in journal or how to pass journal entries. Okay. So, what is the basis of passing journal entries that we have already discussed? The basic concept behind passing journal entries are the first thing what I told you. First, we should know types of accounts. Okay. Second is the uh, what we have to do in this process of passing the journal entries. So, three golden rules you have to remember. For any transaction, for any entry, you can pass the entry for any transaction if you can do these three things. First thing is that you have to identify what? What to identify? Aditi Samadhiya. First step is what?
Sir, to identify the account involved.
Sairam. Okay, so first thing we have to do is that we have to identify that which two accounts are involved in this transaction. है ना? Now all of you know that there are three types of accounts according to traditional approach, or there are five types of accounts according to modern approach. So whatever approach you are following, no problem. So first of all, you have to find out which two accounts are involved. Maybe in a transaction, one account is personal account, other account is the real account, or one is the real account, other is the nominal account, or both may be the real account. So this way, first of all, we have to find out that which two accounts are involved. Okay. Second step we should do that we have to see the rule of that account. Suppose we got a transaction in which we identified that two accounts are involved. One is the personal account and other is the real account. For example, cash paid to Ram. This is the transaction cash paid to Ram. Okay. Now, who will identify this? Vaishnavi Bhargav. Identify these two accounts in this transaction. Cash paid to Ram. Which two accounts are involved in this transaction? Cash paid to Ram.
Sir, first is personal account.
Tell me the name of the account. Personal is good. Personal means here. Who is the person?
Sir, Ram.
Good, very good. And second,
Um, सर कैश किसमें आता है?
cash is the asset. Assets come in which category? Urvi, cash is a part of which account? Personal, real or nominal? Real, है ना? All assets.
Sir,
Real
real
accounts
account.
belong. है ना? We have discussed na real account means the accounts belong to assets, tangible or intangible except the debtors. है ना? So cash is the real account. So Vaishnavi, are you clear? Two accounts are there. First account is the personal account, that is Ram, and second account is the real account, that is cash. Now, Paija, are you there?
Yes, sir.
These two accounts are identified. Now, which account will be debited? Which account will be credited? What is the rule of personal account first?
Sir, rule of personal account.
जी.
सर ये सिर्फ जो पर्सनल जो भी ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं वो डायरेक्टली उस पर्सन के अकाउंट में हो जाते हैं.
No, I am asking what is the rule of debit and credit for personal account? Vaishnavi, do you know?
सर मैं बताऊं?
हाँ बताइए.
सर डेबिट द रिसीवर, क्रेडिट द गिवर.
Very good. So in this transaction, Ram is the receiver or giver? Transaction is cash paid. Ram is the receiver, so Ram's account will be debited or credited.
Debited.
Good, very good. है ना? So one account we have got Ram, na Ram debit, है ना? One part we have got Ram debit. Now see the cash. What is the rule of real account?
Debit what comes in, credit what goes out.
Debit
Okay,
what
debit
comes
what is
in,
coming?
credit
Okay, very
what
good, very good. Debit
goes
what
out.
comes in and credit what goes out. So what is happening? Cash is coming or cash is going?
Going.
Cash is going out of the
Going.
business. So
Yes, cash is
okay, so cash is going. So cash account will be debited or credited.
Credited.
Credited. Okay, so what is the entry now? What is the entry? Who would say?
Sir, Ram to cash account.
Okay, Ram debit to cash account. Entry will be Ram debit to cash account. Okay, so is this the easy process or not? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so what I am trying to say is if you can do these three things, you can pass entry for any transaction. First thing what? First of all, you have to find out which two transactions are involved in this, which two accounts are involved in this transaction. Because as you know, we are following dual aspect concept or double entry system of accounting. And according to dual aspect concept or double entry system of accounting, every transaction will involve two accounts. Na? One account will be debited, other account will be credited. It means debit and credit will be equal. So first requirement for a transaction to pass the entry, we have to identify that which two accounts are involved in this transaction. Okay. If you are able to identify these two accounts which are involved, now see the rule of that account, maybe personal account, maybe real account, nominal account. Then you will understand that which account will be debited and which account will be credited. Then pass the entry. Okay. Let us take one more example. Cash received from Kamal. Cash received from Kamal. Which two accounts are involved?
Kamal and cash.
Desna.
Sir, Kamal.
Desna, can you hear me? Desna, can you hear me? Please speak.
Yes, sir. Sir, Kamal and cash.
Kamal and cash. Very good. Kamal belong to which category?
Personal account.
Good. Cash belongs to which category?
Real account.
Who is the Kamal is the receiver or giver?
Sir, what is the transaction? Can you repeat?
Cash received from Kamal.
Kamal is the receiver. Giver.
So Kamal will be debited or credited?
Credited.
Okay. Now second account is?
Cash account.
Cash is coming or going?
Coming.
What is the rule of real account?
Debit what comes in, credit what goes out.
Okay. So cash account will be debited or credited?
Debited.
So what is the entry now?
Cash account debited to Kamal.
Cash account debit to Kamal. Very good. Excellent. Very good, beta. Na? So this way we have to pass the entries for each and every transaction. So this is the core concept, basic concept. Other way is also there. You can cram the entries, you can mark the entries and you can pass them. Na? That is a different issue. But if you are able to follow this process, then you will be able to pass entries for any transaction because this is a systematic method of passing the entries. Na? So is it clear that every transaction will involve two accounts? So first of all, we have to find out which two accounts are involved. Then we have to see the, because all of us know the rules of debit and credit. Then apply the rules of debit and credit and you will get the entry. Okay. So now let us see some more transactions. I am sharing the screen. Okay. So let me go a little ahead, one more page. Okay. So here is the general. Okay. So now can you see this? The screen is visible to you?
Yes,
Or not?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now so see, let us see this. These are transactions. This we were discussing transactions. Okay. What transactions we discuss? First transaction we discussed, this is this. That is amount brought in the business or capital invested by the businessman. This transaction we have done. है ना? So what is the entry for this? Cash account debit or bank account debit to capital account. Okay. This entry we have done. Or I also told you that business can be started not only with cash but with some other assets also. है ना? So here are other assets in this entry. Business is started not only with cash but with building, plant and machinery, furniture and cash. All four things are invested. So what will be the entry? Whatever assets are invested, they are coming in the business. So according to real account, debit what comes in. So all these assets are coming in the business, so they will be debited. No? So assets account debit means cash account, this building account debit, plant account debit, machinery account debit. This all will be debited. Okay, and total of all this, that will be the capital. So to capital account. Is it clear? Sairam?
Yes, sir.
So this entry we have already discussed. So there are two possibilities. Okay, make it clear. All of you make it clear. Business can be started only with cash. So nowadays there is a practice that in place of cash, businessmen use bank account also. So cash or bank are same. Sometimes they deposit money in the bank and do all the transactions through bank. That's why they use bank account. That we will discuss later. So right now, business can be started with cash or with other assets also. So if any other asset is also invested, they will also be debited like cash account. So building, furniture, machine, plant, whatever it is, they all will be debited and total value of all this will be capital. So capital need not to be in money only, but capital is the sum total of all assets invested by the businessman in business. है ना? It is the value of all assets invested by businessman in business. Okay. Now after that we purchase, we discuss entries about assets, but in this text we are given first purchase and sales. है ना? So purchase of goods and sales of goods. So we have already discussed this transaction. Goods can be purchased. This entry number 3. Goods can be purchased on cash basis, or entry number 5. Goods can be purchased on credit basis. Credit purchase and cash purchase. Entry number 3 credit purchase. Entry number 5 cash purchase. So what I told you, we have already discussed that purchase account is divided in 4 parts, basically 5 accounts. Which 5 accounts? Who will say? Who will tell 5 accounts? Purchase account. Shivam Parikh. Can you tell? Shivam.
Sir, cash account.
Purchase account is divided into how many accounts? Sorry, goods account is divided into how many accounts?
Purchase return, sales,
Good.
sales return, stock.
Very good, very good, excellent. So goods account is classified in 5 accounts: purchase account, sales account, purchase return account, sales return account, and stock. Okay, so whenever we purchase goods, so there is a difference. Please try to understand. When we purchase assets like furniture, building, machine, then that particular account is debited. Suppose machine is purchased, then machinery account will be debited. Furniture is purchased, then furniture account will be debited. So these are the assets. In case of assets, the account of the concerned asset will be debited. Okay. But in case of goods, when we purchase goods, we sell goods, we use different accounts. In case of purchase of goods, we debit purchase account. In case of sale of goods, we credit sales account. Okay. So because that later on we will discuss, this is the concept behind it, that assets are the capital expenses and purchase and sale of are the revenue items. Assets are the capital items and purchase and sales are the nominal items. We have already discussed that purchase comes in the category of nominal account. So when we purchase goods, we debit purchase account. So goods can be purchased on credit basis. When we purchase goods on credit, what is the entry? Purchase account debit. So all you make it clear. Whenever we purchase goods, one account is sure. है ना? As soon as you get the transaction goods purchase, so one account is sure. What is that account? That is the purchase account. That will be debited. Either goods are purchased on cash or on credit. In both the conditions, purchase account will be debited. Now only question is that which account should be credited. That you have to see. If the goods are purchased on credit, then supplier's account will be credited or customer जिससे आपने सामान खरीदा, his account will be credited. And if goods are purchased on cash, in that case, cash or bank account will be credited. Okay, so these two options are there. Purchase account will be debited in both the cases. Either it is a cash purchase or credit purchase. But in case of credit purchase, supplier's account or customer's account will be credited. And in case of cash purchase, cash account will be credited. Okay, is it clear? Sairam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now same thing for sales. Now see the basic concept. Sales is the income, revenue, है ना? Nominal account. Increase in incomes. What is the rule of nominal account? Sairam?
So debit expenses and losses and credit incomes and profits.
Okay, good. Debit expenses and losses and credit incomes and profits. So sales is the what I said, revenue or income, है ना? So sales being the income, it is credited. Okay. So now sales also can be of two types: cash sales and credit sales. Goods can be sold on cash basis and goods can be sold on credit basis. When we sell goods on credit, we debit the customer, है ना? जिसको आपने सामान बेचा उसको डेबिट करेंगे because he the receiver, है ना? And according to personal account, debit the receiver. Okay, so it is opposite of purchase. In case of purchase, we credit the supplier. In case of sales, we debit the customer. And if it is a cash sales, then cash will come in the business. So cash account will be debited. Now see the cash entry. Here is the cash transaction. This is cash sales. है ना? Cash sales, then cash or bank account will be debited and sales account will be credited. So these are two options are there. So you can write the entry for sales. है ना? First you write the entry for purchase of goods. You note it. Purchase of goods. Okay. In purchase of goods, write first cash purchase of goods. Cash purchase of goods. Cash purchase of goods entry will be purchase account debit to cash or bank account. Purchase account debit to कैश अकाउंट. अभी बैंक बाद में करेंगे, अभी तो कैश ही लिखो आप लोग. बैंक जब आएगा तो बैंक कर लेंगे, अभी तो कैश की ट्रांजेक्शन करो. परचेज अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश अकाउंट, है ना? और कैश परचेज ऑफ गुड्स. Is it okay? Now second entry for purchase, that is the credit purchase of goods in the same category. Credit purchase of goods entry will be purchase account debit to supplier or creditor. Purchase account debit to supplier or creditor. Purchase account debit to supplier or creditor. You know, is it clear? Someone has to respond. I cannot see you because I am sharing the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
So these two entries may be there for purchase of goods. है ना? Now write the entry for sales of goods. But before that, write entry for purchase return. है ना? Purchase return. Entry for purchase return of goods. Purchase return is just opposite of purchase. है ना? So when we purchase and because of some reason we return the goods to the customer, to the supplier, because of any reason, maybe the goods are defective or goods are not as per our order, है ना? So we return some of the goods to the supplier. That is called as purchase return. So this entry of purchase is reverse. Credit purchase entry will be reverse. See the entry of credit purchase. What is the entry of credit purchase? See credit purchase entry. What is credit purchase entry in your book? क्या लिखा आपने अभी credit purchase की entry? purchase account debit to supplier. Now reverse this entry. Reverse this entry. What will be the entry? Reverse entry will be what?
Supplier account debit to
Account to purchase return account.
Okay, suppliers account debit to purchase कि अगर return और जोड़ दो उसमें add return on. So this will be the entry for purchase return. Suppliers account debit to purchase return. Is it clear? So this is the decrease in expenses. है ना? Purchase are the expenses, increase in expenses, and purchase return is the decrease in expenses. Okay, purchase has been reduced. Okay, so that's why purchase return account is credited. Purchase account is debited because it is increase in expenses, and purchase return account is credited because it is decrease in expenses. So three entries: cash purchase of goods, credit purchase of goods, and purchase return. Okay. Now write the entry for sales. Sales of goods.
सर कैश रिटर्न सर कैश वाले में क्या होगा
साईराम बोलो बेटा.
सर कैश में क्या सर क्रेडिट परचेज रिटर्न पे तो कैश में क्या करेंगे
नहीं purchase return entry is same either for credit purchase or cash purchase है ना. No separate entry for cash purchase and credit purchase. Purchase return entry will be same always है ना. Only one entry is passed for purchase return. Okay.
यस सर
है ना. So now cash sales of goods. So what is happening here? Cash will be coming है ना. So cash account debit and sales is the revenue income. So credit. Cash account debit to sales account. Cash sales of goods. So cash
So
account.
sale is the revenue.
Sales is the revenue or income है ना. Sales is the revenue or income. So according to nominal account, incomes are credited. And if we see modern approach, what it says in 5 types of account, they say debit the increase, in expenses credit the decrease. In incomes, they say credit the increase and debit the decrease. Okay. So what is happening here? Income is increasing. So it says credit the increase in incomes. So sales account will be credited. It's a nominal account. So cash sales means cash account debit to sales account. Credit sales, next entry for credit sales of goods. In credit sales, what is happening? Because it is not a cash sale, so cash will not come. But we have to get the right to receive from some person. That is the customer. तो कस्टमर्स अकाउंट डेबिट. कस्टमर और डेटर है ना. आपने डेफिनेशन बताई थी तब बताया डेटर्स कौन होते हैं. Who are the debtors? Debtors means the persons from whom we have to receive money for credit sales of goods. So this person to whom we are selling goods, he will become our debtor. है ना. It means he will pay to us in future. That's why he will be our debtor. So entry will be customers or debtors account debit to sales account. Customers or debtors account debit to sales account. Okay. Sairam.
Yes, sir.
So two entries. So just like purchase, what is sure in sales? Sales account will be credited. Whether it is a credit sales or it is a cash sales. In both the conditions, which account will be credited? Sales account. Now what you have to decide only that which account will be debited. So if it is a cash sales, then cash account will be debited. And if it is a credit sales, then customer's account will be debited. Sure. But sales account will be credited in both the conditions. Either it is a cash sales or it is a credit sales. Okay. Now sales return. So reverse the entry of credit sales. For sales return, reverse the entry of credit sales. So sales account is debited, but for return, sales return account will be debited. It is a decrease in income. Sales return is a decrease in revenues or decrease in income. So decrease in incomes is debited. So sales return account debit to customer's account. Sales return account debit to customer's account. Sairam.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now see, first entry is it clear to all of you? That is for starting of business or commencement of business. That is cash account debit or in case of other assets are also there, then cash account debit, land, building, machine, furniture, whatever it is,
Yes, sir.
debit to capital account. Okay. That is the entry for commencement or starting of a business. Then business can purchase assets. I have already discussed with you, assets can be purchased on cash and assets can be purchased for credit. So you can write if you have not written the entry for purchase of assets. So purchase of assets, asset can be purchased on cash or on credit. So first write the entry for cash purchase of assets. Cash purchase of assets. Asset account debit to cash account. Asset account debit to cash account. Then second entry is credit purchase of assets. Next entry is credit purchase of assets. In case of credit purchase of asset account will be debited, but supplier's account will be credited. So asset account debit to supplier's account. Assets account debit to supplier's account. Okay.
Sir,
हाँ जी बोलो.
furniture is also asset now.
हाँ, so we have to write the name. हम नाम लिखेंगे बेटा, है ना. असेट का नाम लिखना पड़ेगा. जो भी फर्नीचर परचेज किया तो क्या करेंगे, फर्नीचर अकाउंट डेबिट, है ना. बिल्डिंग परचेज किया तो बिल्डिंग अकाउंट डेबिट, है ना. सो वी हैव टू राइट द नेम ऑफ दैट असेट.
मशीन भी asset होता है ना.
व्हाट? मशीन, फर्नीचर, लैंड. हाँ, दिस लिस्ट यू कैन सी इन द बुक आल्सो. सो ऑल टेंजिबल एंड इंटेंजिबल असेट्स, है ना. लैंड, बिल्डिंग, मशीन, फर्नीचर, कैश, है ना. These all are the assets. Building, computer, typewriter, goodwill, patent, trademark, copyrights. These all are the assets. Okay. So they all will be debited by their individual names. Okay. Now, right, next transaction that is very important. That is payment of expenses. Cash payment of expenses. Write the entry. Payment of expenses. All of you know expenses. Can you give example of expenses? Any of you give me example of expenses?
Salary.
हाँ जी.
Salary.
Okay, salary, rent, wages,
wages.
है ना. Telephone expenses, electricity bills, transportation expenses, carriage, cartage, है ना. Stationery purchase. Many hundreds of expenses are there. Okay. Sairam. Someone's noise is coming. या तो कोई किसी को सोने की आवाज आ रही, खर्राटे लेने की. किसकी आ रही पता नहीं है. Okay. So, all these are the expenses, है ना. So there is a long list of expenses. So rent, interest, insurance premium, telephone expenses, salary, wages, transportation, carriage, cartage, है ना. So there are hundreds of expenses. So expenses come in which category of accounts? Personal, real or nominal?
Nominal account.
Nominal account. Very good. So what is the rule of nominal account?
Debit expenses and losses.
Okay.
Debit
Okay,
expenses
debit
and
expenses.
losses,
This
credit.
entry is very simple for you. Whenever you see any expense, that will be debited. And whatever is the name of the expense, all the expenses will be debited. So debit the expenses. Suppose, and all these expenses, what happens? Suppose I say rent paid. Which two accounts are involved?
Rent account and cash account.
Good, very good. Because rent is paid in what? What is the physical form of rent? Rent.
Cash.
Cash.
The cash. Okay. Salary paid. Which two accounts are involved? Salary paid.
Salary account and cash account.
Salary account and cash account.
Very good, very good, excellent. So these two accounts, on all expenses, you will find these two accounts involved. One is the expense of that account of that expense, like salary account or rent account or stationery account or transportation or insurance, whatever it is. You know, so one account will be that expense, and second account definitely will be what? Second account will be cash account.
Cash.
On all these
Cash
expenses,
account.
second account. So in all these expenses, second account will be cash account. So your entry will be simple. So write the entry: cash payment of expenses. Expenses paid in cash. expenses paid in cash. Entry will be concerned expense account debit to cash account. Concerned expense account debit to cash account.
Sir, can you repeat?
Cash expenses paid in cash. Na? Transaction is expenses paid in cash. Okay. So entry will be concerned expense account debit to cash account. Concerned expense account debit to cash account. Concerned expense means name of that account, है ना? Like salary paid to salary account debit, rent paid to rent account debit, and second account will be cash account. So rent account debit, salary account debit, all these accounts will be debited and cash account will be credited. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next transaction is incomes received in cash. Incomes received in cash. So as compared to expenses, the list of incomes is small. So what are the incomes? Can you give the example of incomes from business point of view? What are the incomes for a business? Sales we have already discussed. Now sales will not come here except sales. What are the other incomes?
Profit.
Sairam?
The profit.
Sir, profit.
No, profit is different issue. We are discussing right now direct
Sir,
income.
sale of assets.
No, sale of asset is not income.
Sir,
Asset are
sale
different
of
issue. Assets
assets.
are the. See, please. Repeat, please. Now see, this rent received, interest received, commission received, these all are the incomes for the business, है ना? Discount received, rent received, interest received, commission received. These are the incomes for the business. Okay? Ram. So rent may be both. Rent may be
Yes, sir.
expense or income. If rent is paid, it is the expense for the business. If rent is received, that is the income for the business. Similarly, interest may be both. If interest is paid, it is the expense. If interest is received by business, it is the income. Okay, commission may be both. Commission, if paid, it is the expense. And if commission is received, it may be income. Okay, so whenever we receive incomes in cash, what is the physical form of all these incomes? As I said, in case of expenses, and what is the physical form of cash? Commission. All these come in the form of cash. Hai. So whenever we receive any income, what is coming in the business?
Cash.
Cash, definitely.
Cash.
Cash will be coming in the business. Or real account says debit what is coming in, hai na? So cash account will be debited. And according to nominal account, what is the rule of nominal account?
Debit the expenses.
So debit and expenses and losses, credit incomes and profits.
Expenses.
Credit income and
Credit
profit.
income, so income will be credited. Hai na? So cash account debit to income account. Hai na? So write the entry. Cash account debit to concerned income account. Cash account debit to concerned income account. Concerned income means write the name of that income. Whatever is the income, that may be the rent received or commission received. So if rent is received, then we will write the entry cash account debit to commission account. If rent is received, cash account debit to rent account. Whatever is there, that we have to pass the entry. So a simple common entry is the cash account debit to concerned income. We have to write the name of that income. Okay. So these are some entries, initial entries, that basic entries. First entry is for commencement of business. When business is started, business needs assets. Without assets, business cannot function. So they purchase assets, and then we discuss assets can be purchased on cash basis or on credit basis. So we passed separate entries for cash purchase of assets and credit purchase of assets. Then there is a need of goods. Without goods, business cannot be conducted. So goods involve basically four things. And goods purchase means purchase account. After purchase, some goods can be returned. That is the purchase return account. Then goods are basically meant for sale. So we sell the goods. It can be sold on cash basis, on credit basis. And some of the goods can be returned by customer to us. That is the sales return. And whatever goods we purchase and whatever goods are sold or returned, after that, whatever is left at the end of the year, that is called stock. So that we'll discuss later. Right now, only these 4 accounts are relevant for us: purchase of goods, purchase return, sales of goods, and sales return. Okay, so purchase may be cash purchase or credit purchase. In both the conditions, purchase account is debited. In case of cash purchase, cash account will be credited. In case of credit purchase, supplier's account will be credited. In case of sales, sales account will be credited. In case of cash sales, cash account is debited. And in case of credit sales, customer's account will be debited. Then we can make payment of expenses. So whenever we make payment of expenses are nominal account, they are debited, and all are paid in cash, so cash account is credited. Cash or bank, that we will discuss later. Similarly, incomes also can be received by business. They can be whatever income we receive, they come in the form of cash. That's why cash account debited and concerned income account is credited. So these are some of the transactions, basic transactions that we have discussed. After this 10-20 minutes, I have another class. So in that class, we will practice some of the entries and we will go for some more transactions. So right now, I'm stopping sharing. So I am back. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Don't worry for time, you can ask. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay, so what transactions we have completed till now? Commencement of business, purchase of assets, purchase of goods, purchase return, sales of goods, sales return, expenses paid, and incomes received. This many transactions. So we have to go step by step. We have to practice almost 30 transactions this way. So almost 30 transactions are there that we have to practice, and different types of entries we have to practice. So this will take almost 15 days time. This chapter of journal will take almost 15 to 20 days time. Then it will be completed. So now you can leave the meeting. Then we will join after 10-15 minutes. That is at 3 p.m. for the second class. Okay. So Sairam, now if you don't want to ask anything, you can.
Sairam, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sairam sir, thank you sir.
Sairam.